Taylor, founder of Restoration 199, and a licensed professional counselor. As you know, our specialty at Restoration 199 is providing complex trauma therapy. And what I have discovered through the years, so many of my clients, they work so hard during therapy. I just want to thank you for those of you who are walking along beside someone who has complex trauma. It's not an easy job. That's why we have designed a seminar called Healing Conversations, Assisting Friends and Family of Survivors of Trauma. And is for anyone who is walking along beside anyone who has experienced trauma. It could be military, it could be sexual, it could be bullying, it could be domestic violence, it could be literally anything that has been traumatic for their loved one. We offer it in 2 different formats. One is a condensed version, which is a Friday night and all-day Saturday, and the other one is offered in a 9 or a 10-week weekly small group format. This seminar is really a skill-building seminar for helpers. You will learn about how trauma affects the brain and the entire nervous system. You will learn the role of attachment and its importance in healing. You will learn about the stages of change and what the different stages that a person goes through in order to change and to heal. And you will also learn the very basics of motivational interviewing. That's just really trying to find the phrases and the words that are going to be a lot more helpful.
I'm Janet Wernley. I work with trauma with post-abortive clients in a pregnancy center, and many of them have PTSD diagnosis. And just listening to her was very confirming as far as a lot of the things, just the way you treat people with trauma, how trauma resides in the body, and how healing needs to happen in the senses. Also, I found it helpful that she said that trauma that happens in relationship is healed in relationship. Also, she talked about the triune brain and how the brain gets offline during trauma. And I've heard so many clients say, where was my brain? What was I thinking? Why did I do that? And when I tell them about how the brain kind of goes offline with trauma, it makes them feel a lot better that, well, I wasn't totally crazy. So I so appreciate everything she said. It was a lot, and I would like to have a repeat, actually, because there's so much that she offered.
Yeah, it was definitely drinking from the fire hose. There was a lot of content. I would definitely like to go through it again. She talked about primary and secondary emotions. That was a big thing for me, that people experiencing trauma have a primary emotion that they can't control. However they feel about the trauma is however they feel, but there's a secondary emotion that they have about the primary emotion that they can control. She talked about the importance of a support system. I think that's one of the great benefits of the Healing Conversation seminars, is understanding how you can be a good support system and to help people. But a lot of times we can do more harm than good if we don't know how to be a healthy support system, and to not try to fix them, but to just be present, to just be there. Feel like they have choices, feel like they have options. A lot of times in the trauma, they didn't have choices. So that can be very healing. We thought it was really, really good. I'd love to go to it again. It's well worth the investment in both time and dollars. We just appreciated Candace and her openness and her availability and her approachability and her being willing to get this message out there. I think it's so important, and we can't wait to take the course again.
I just want to thank you for those of you who are walking along beside someone who is experiencing trauma. It is not an easy thing to do. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for your dedication and for your love and for your concern for those who have experienced any type of trauma. So I hope that if you are walking along beside someone, that you will take our seminar so that you can be the very best that you are called to be. Thank you very much.